Hello, hello, hello. This is gonna be very quick because I'm just gonna share a few questions. This is for you if you are someone who is definitely used to putting others first, for taking care of others before yourself, or someone who really actually enjoys that role, someone who is almost born naturally. If you're someone who's naturally just used to taking care of everybody else first, or you enjoy giving to others first, or you would put anyone above yourself anyways, and it's not because you don't necessarily love yourself, but it's just because that's just how you're kind of wired, because I recognize that a lot of times, and I am guilty of it. Hey, Jasmine, I always say, you got to put yourself first. But here's the thing. I know that there are so many people out there who are actually almost wired or have been taking on this identity. A lot of parents or caregivers, things like that, of that nature, they put themselves in that role. It's a lifestyle choice, it's a decision, but it's one they enjoy, one they're happy about. Hey Mel, hey Eleni. So I wanted to jump on and give you guys some love, give you guys some advice, give you guys some questions that you can ask yourself, because ultimately if your inner work is not aligned with the physical result, then the physical result won't manifest. So if I give you guys these questions, I'd love for you to commit to taking action on them. This is going to be helpful for those of you who are usually rooted in serving others before yourself. So, 2 questions to ask yourself. First question is, why is it important for you to take care of yourself? Now, you might be thinking, this has nothing to do with other people. It's all good. Don't worry about it yet, okay? So first of all, ask yourself, why is it important for me to take care of myself? This could be if you're on your journey of eating healthier, taking care of your body, fueling your body properly. Ask yourself first, why is it important for me to take care of myself? Whatever that looks like for you. Second question, this is the most important question specifically for people who are going through this, specifically for people who tend to run into this where they're always taking care of others. Thank you, Kurt. Hey, Rosie. So this is specifically, this next question, specifically for you if you tend to always put others before yourself naturally, not necessarily by choice, but almost just by design, like something you always do. Next question, ask yourself is, what is the importance of taking care of myself for others? So why is it important for me to take care of myself? And how is it going to impact the lives of others? So basically, the 2 questions are, how is taking care of myself going to impact my life and the lives of others around me? Now, the reason why Rosie says she loves this, it's so true. Yeah, I'm glad you love it. So the main reason for this is because I recognize that there are, like I said earlier, so many people who just naturally tend to put others before themselves, wired that way, or they've stepped into a major role that creates that space for them, or has opened that up, or has made them that role, made them that way. I recognize that. It's nothing against you, and I recognize that some people will always be told, you gotta put yourself first, you gotta put yourself first. And sometimes it's not a matter of that, but it's a matter of asking the right questions. So, how is taking care of yourself going to impact your life, and how is it going to impact the others' lives around you? The reason why you're asking yourself this question is because you're probably someone who's motivated by helping others. You're probably someone who's motivated when it's going to serve others. You're probably someone who's motivated when you know that you're helping a collective, when you know you're contributing. Now, there are some people who don't need to know they're contributing in order to be satisfied, but there are people who really do. And maybe you're a mix of both. It's nothing against you, no matter what you are. These are 2 questions, no matter who you are, that are going to be helpful, especially to those of you who tend to go through this. Brad says, hey, love this. This is exactly me. Yes, ask yourself these questions. To those of you watching the replay, please comment below when you've actually asked yourself this question, or feel free to message me if it's more vulnerable and personal. But asking yourself this question will allow you to connect to a whole nother level of emotional drivers. So the only way we really can find motivation is when we connect it to an emotion, right? So the best motivation comes from those emotional drivers. So when you can attach to them and really figure out what really emotionally drives you, because it's so easy to be like, emotionally driving you should be the fact that you could potentially die if you don't take care of yourself, or you could live a life that has a low quality, or you could feel terrible about yourself, have all of these things, right, that we talk about. But it's also important to recognize that, us being here does impact other people's lives, usually in a positive way. And we strive to be positive. I believe that everybody's always doing the best they can. And I think that it's important to recognize that and ask yourself these questions. So, for those of you just now jumping on, or those of you watching the replay, just a little recap. Ask yourself, 1, why is it important for me to take care of myself? 2, how or why is taking care of myself, how is it going to impact my life, and how is it going to impact the lives of those around me? So thank you, Anthony. Hey, Kathy. So to those of you who are jumping on, please go back, watch this, ask yourself those 2 questions, comment below when you've done so. If you want to include your answer, that would be so kick-ass of you, and even if you want to just message me if you're feeling a little vulnerable about it, but share this video because there are so many people who go through this. There are so many people who are so used to putting other people first, and that's not a big problem. It's just a matter of, okay, if you're someone who puts other people first, you still have to be able to look within and go, okay, what can I do for myself so that I can still fill my cup in order to better fill others, in order to truly serve the world at my highest level. So to those of you out there watching this, no matter where you are in the world, I just hope that you've really benefited from this. Enjoy it. Really go deep with this and let me know how it goes. So have a great day, night, morning, wherever you are in the world. Just make it awesome.